Are you sick of living in the shadow with someone else? Need some help learning to love yourself and tap into your unique strengths, or embrace your leadership potential so you can thrive in your life. This is Empower with Nancy. Let's start the show. Oh.
Thank you for joining me in another episode with Empower with Nancy. Today's episode, I'm going to talk about mindful media break, disconnect to reconnect with social media, and how can it really foster mindfulness and help you overcome the various challenges in your life. But before we begin, I really want you to know that this podcast is just for you. Imagine where you're having, let's say, a one-on-one conversation, and maybe over a cup of coffee, discussing how to create a healthier relationship with technology and really figuring out how can you limit yourself from social media instead of constantly living on your phone. So, have you ever found yourself mindfulness, like really scrolling through your social media and feeling more disconnected from yourself and the world around you, your loved ones, your friends? You are definitely not alone. Social media can really suck the life out of us. And you ever go to restaurants, and the next time you go to a restaurant, literally look at the people around you. It could be people on a date or like family members or what have you. You will see about 95% of the people are on their phones. I don't understand why. Like literally going on a date, having a date night with your husband, your boyfriend, girlfriend, significant other, and there's no communication. You're just living on your phone. And to me, it's like my husband and I do not do that. The only time we'll pick up our phone is if him and I are looking for something together, and then we'll pick up our phone. To me, it's like attention on me, not attention on your phone. So social media can be a great tool to stay connected, but it can also become extremely overwhelming and distracting. So today I want you to explore how taking a step back from these platforms of your cell phone or iPads or what have you can really lead to a greater mindfulness and help you tackle everyday challenges. It is that simple and is that powerful. So I know most of you listening today can really resonate. Even if you are constantly using your phone for business, like take a step back. I am a life and business coach. I would constantly make sure that I'm focusing on new clients, who's reaching out to me, how's everyone liking my content and such. I can literally be so involved and immersed in my social media for hours and hours and hours. So let's start with mindfulness. Mindfulness is about being present in the moment, fully engaged with whatever you are doing. Think about it. It's about observing your thoughts and your feelings without judgment. When we're constantly checking our phones, it's hard to be mindful, isn't it? So we're always thinking about the next notification or the latest post. By disconnecting from social media, you can create more space in your life for mindfulness. When we are so buried into our phones, we forget everything. We forget what is our purpose? What are the things that you need to do on a day-to-day basis? Spending more time with your children, your family, really taking a disconnect from the social media completely. And how about doing family fun night, watching a movie together? Something that is productive, because being on social media 24/7 hours and hours and hours a day is not productive. So imagine waking up in the morning, and I know most of us do this. Instead of reaching for your phone, you take a few moments to really breathe deeply and set an intention for your day. Not when you open your eyes, you reach over, grab your phone, and you just start, who texted me, who called me. You go on social media and you're looking at TikTok, you're just looking at everything, right? That we all do. By really taking the next step instead of grabbing your phone, this simple practice can really set a positive tone and help you feel more centered and empowered and fulfilled. So, I want you to try it tomorrow. Take 5 minutes to breathe, stretch, meditate, journal, and notice how it makes you feel. Take note of it. I guarantee you it's going to make you feel so good, so powerful, so relieved, not so stressed out. I do this. And trust me, there's times where I just reach over and look for that phone. I'm going to be honest with you. But the moment I catch myself, I stop. So, another aspect of disconnecting is the challenge of dealing with FOMO. You know what FOMO is? It's fear of missing out. Let me say that again. FOMO is fear of missing out. It's real and it can make us feel anxious and so uptight at times. So when we see other people's highlighted reels, we often compare them to our own lives. But remember, social media is just a vision, it's not a reality. By taking a break, you can focus more on your own journey and less on comparing yourself to others. This is what gets us in a rut. We get confused, we go into depression, we feel anxiety, we feel stressed out, and we lose focus of ourselves. We don't even focus on our self-development, the things that we love to do. So here's a little challenge for you. Try a social media detox for a day, a weekend, or even 1 week. But just take stepping stones, baby steps. Try it for one day. During this time, I want you to pay attention on how you feel. Notice any changes in your mood, your productivity, and your overall well being. Take note of it. Pay clear and close attention. You might find that you're more present with your loved ones, more engaged in different activities, and even more creative on top of being more focused at work. And sometimes when we're on social media, laying up in bed, scrolling, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, next thing you know, it's 12, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and then you got to get up at 6 o'clock to go to work. You're exhausted. So when you wake up, that's the first thing you think of. Your mind is not clear. When you put your head on the pillow, this is the things that we want to practice on doing is just being grateful for another day and just visualize all the beauty and the gratefulness and visualize the things that you want to accomplish and manifest in your life when you put your head on the pillow and not laying your head on the pillow and focusing on all the anxieties and the worries that flow through your mind. So, disconnecting from social media also gives you more time to pursue activities and things that bring you joy and fulfillment. Wouldn't that feel freaking amazing? So maybe it's just reading a book that you really love and resonate. Maybe a self-empowerment book, self-development, going on a walk, or even spending quality time with friends and family. Maybe getting together once a week or every other week, or maybe just once or twice a month, getting together with friends. These activities guys, can really help you be more grounded and connected to the real world. And that is within you. Now, I'm not saying you need to give up social media entirely. It's about finding a balance that works just for you. So maybe it's setting specific times of the day to check your account or turning off notifications. Experience and see what makes you feel more in control and less overwhelmed. There is no one specific way. I think you would know what would work for you. I want to leave you with a few practical tips for mindful social media use. Number one is set boundaries. Decide how much time you want to spend on social media each day and stick to it. It doesn't even have to be social media each day. Maybe it's social media a few times a week. Be intentional. Number two, before you open an app, ask yourself why you're doing it and what you hope to gain from the experience. It's the purpose behind it. Why are you going to go on your phone and scroll through social media? Number three is create your feed. Follow accounts that inspire and uplift you and unfollow those that don't. Follow the people that inspire with positive outcomes and that are on the same wavelength as you. And number four, take breaks. Regularly disconnect to reconnect with yourself and the world around you. I hope this conversation of my episode has given you some great insights and tools to create a healthier relationship with social media. Guys, it is so super important. Really try to challenge yourself to disconnect and reconnect. And remember, it's all about finding what works best for you. These tips really work. I do them, and I am a testament of it. So I challenge you to get started today. Don't start tomorrow or the next day or keep putting yourself on the back burner. I challenge you to start today. Now, before I go, I would love to hear from you. What will you do next to improve your relationship with social media and enhance your mindfulness, get you back on track and starting to feel empowered and fulfilled? I'm so grateful for all of my listeners. Don't forget to share this episode with a friend and family or even a coworker. Until next time, take care and be mindful. And remember, you have control over the will. You can have and do anything you want if you put your mind to it. With gratitude, Nancy.
Thank you for listening to my podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, leave a rating and review, and share it with a friend. To connect with me and get all the behind the scenes content, you can follow me on Instagram at EmpowerWithNancy and visit my website, empowerwithnancy.com, to learn more about how coaching with me can significantly enhance your life and business. Thank you for listening and have a wonderful day. See you next time.